Hello, hello, my beautiful sacred masculines and anybody else who finds their way to this channel. Welcome. I'm so grateful for your presence and thank you for being here. And I just, I always say, welcome sacred masculines because that's what my clientele is, men, but welcome to sacred feminines as well. Just wanted to say that I'm always speaking to everybody. Again, that's like I said, whoever finds their way to this channel, but my clientele, the people I've been working with, happen to be men. So if you're wondering why I start off my videos like that, it's just to kind of highlight that fact. And yeah, so but I'm in this for all of us, really and truly. So just wanted to say that. Anyway, this is part 6 of our 6-part sex magic series, sex magic as it relates to sacred sexuality. And as I mentioned in each video before, sacred sexuality to me is about bringing more consciousness and celebration and cherishing to our sexual energies, to our bodies, to our sexual union, to the act of sex, to how we connect with each other, with ourselves and our sexual energy. So it's tended to be not so cherished and celebrated in our society. And so I'm really passionate about bringing more consciousness to us, helping us to really step into the beauty and gorgeousness of our sexual energy, our sensual energy, and our sexual expression, So this is been a series about sex magic, and for me, sex magic is the act of creating ritual to harness our sexual energy, creating ritual and setting intention to really harness that sexual energy, that passionate, creative, life force energy, the energy that brings us into this world. We all come from the act of sexuality. That's how powerful this is. It creates life. It creates us. We can harness and utilize that powerful life force energy to create a number of things, to create everything in our experience, right? So it's really getting intentional, harnessing, building the energy, and then harnessing it into that intention and releasing that out into the world. So that out into the universe, that is what sex magic is for me. And other people, it might mean something different to them, but that's what it means for me when I'm talking about that. So to be clear, so this is just some final thoughts. In video 1, we talked about the importance of ritual and why we do sex magic, why we create ritual. Part 2 of this series was setting intention. What kind of intentions do we set? How do we do so? Part 3 was setting the stage, creating our sacred space for our ritual and all of the elements that we bring into our ritual and the importance of them and how to do that. Part 4 was the act, building the energy. Part 5 was releasing the energy, that magical creation, and releasing it out into the universe with that intention, and just like the offering, basically, right? Offering it out into the universe. Beautiful sacred offering, gorgeous, gorgeous energies to align with the life that we want, the experiences we want to have. So this is part 6, and we are just offering some final thoughts around ritual and the importance of doing so, and the beauty of harnessing this sexual energy. And I want to talk about how we can do, we're talking about sex magic here, but this is really a way to live our entire lives. It's about bringing great consciousness. It's utilizing our energy to create the life that we want. It's being very intentional. It's getting clear on what we want. We can live our entire lives like this. Our entire lives, really. And to me, that's what the spiritual path has been about for me. When I started working with a teacher, this was many years back, she always talked about, like, I don't know if you can hear that. Somebody's going by with a very loud music. Taking the practice off the cushion, it's like we would have our 20-minute, 30-minute, hour-long practice of meditation, breath work, whatever it was. We were doing mantra on the cushion and being very aligned in that moment. But how do we align our entire day, our entire life with our spiritual path and our spiritual growth? It was always about integrated practice, she called it. It was like integrating our entire life into that practice, not just about that tiny moment on the cushion of the day. It was, how do we bring our entire life into this, and how do we get very intentional and clear with our entire life? The whole day is a sacred experience. It's not just that little ritual. It's not just that one moment. It's not just that thing, So I really wanted to end this by saying that, we've talked about all of these elements, but this is how to live a life. And this is what my 12-week program is all about. The 12-week empowered sacred masculine total life transformation 12-week intensive. It's about this. How do we get very intentional with our entire lives? How do we align all of our energy? We get clear on what it is we want to experience. We get very clear on the life that we want to have, the relationships we want to have, the career that we want, the way we want to spend our day. What are our values? What's important to us? And how do we go about aligning our entire life with that? How do we get very intentional and very clear about the life that we want, and how do we align with all of that? And that's a process of, elimination. In the beginning, it's getting clarity. It's taking the time to really sit with oneself and go, what is it that I want out of my life? What, there's so many things we've been told that we want, and what a good life is supposed to be, and what our goals should be, what we're supposed to desire. And a lot of people go after that and get all of those things, only to discover wow, that's actually not what lights me up. I'm not living a life of passion and purpose. I'm not living a life of inspiration and creativity. I'm not living the life of my dreams. I'm not waking up every day really thrilled about my life. I'm not thrilled about the relationships. I'm not surrounded by loving, nourishing, healthy people for me. I'm not in a career where I'm really utilizing my my passion and my interests and my skills, and I'm just kind of going through the day just so I can get that paycheck, and just so I can maybe retire one day and then maybe start living the life that I want, even though maybe I'm with a partner who doesn't have the same desires I do and doesn't want to live the same life the way I want to live. A lot of us we get into this situation where actually nothing is aligning with what I truly want, and just because we've been given these certain paradigms and frameworks of what it's supposed to look like, we align with those and we move towards that, and then we find out shit, that actually didn't work. I'm not there. I'm not where I want to be. So okay, let's fix this. So this program is all about getting into alignment with what it is that is really going to light you up. And that is a process of recognizing where you're out of alignment, what isn't lining up, what are your values, what do you want in your life, what does turn you on, what is inspiring and passionate, and how do you align with that. And we've really gotten our energy bodies and our physical bodies out of whack through this whole process of living out of alignment, so we start with the energy body and our physical bodies, and we get that into alignment through weekly energy healing sessions to clear out all of the imbalances and the stuck, stagnant, blocked energy, the unhealthy emotions that have been repressed, traumas in the body. There's so many things going on that we shove down into our energy body, our emotional body, our physical body, especially for men, not supported in emotions at all. So kind of need to unpack some of that stuff and just release that. And this is not a big talk therapy program, because that doesn't really get us anywhere. That's why we go into the energy body, to clear out the energy, the vibrations and frequencies that are stuck and stagnant. And when that starts clearing out, then you start then you can start aligning with your authentic truth. What is real for you? Again, we've taken on so many energies that are not our authentic truth, and when we clear those out, then we can start getting a breather, a little bit more perspective, a little bit more oh, okay, yeah, now I'm not so trapped in that fear, in the fear body. I'm not so trapped in the concern about the future, worrying about, fretting about the past. It can be more in the moment, and just what is truly important to me? What do I want to align with? And what is not serving my highest good right now? And where can I let go of some things? and start aligning with things that are truly going to be nourishing and fulfilling and that speak to me and light me up and inspire me, you know. So that's really the process, and we can get very intentional with all aspects of our experience, the people in our lives, what we're surrounding ourselves, our activities, what are we doing, our social media, you know, what do we have in our environment that's actually not supporting us. So, you know, it's a process of, like I said, like dismantling and clearing some stuff out, but then aligning with all the beautiful things that you do want in your life. And that's exactly what this whole ritual process was about. Again, we can live our entire lives like that, getting very clear on what it is that you want, you know, getting clear on how you want to feel. It's really more about how do you want to feel every day. You want to wake up feeling inspired and passionate and creative, you know, loving, heart-based. A lot of us are in fear. We're living our lives from a fear-based place, a fear of lack, scarcity, fear of not getting our needs met. So we're motivated by that versus motivated by what brings me joy, what lights me up, what am I passionate about, how do I want to spend the day, who do I want to spend it with, you know, who makes me feel really good, who cherishes me, who celebrates me. Because I'm cherishing myself now, and I celebrate myself, and I honor my needs and desires and my own light, you know. A lot of us have really tamped that light down to fit into this box that we've been handed by society. I talk about that so much in my videos. So this program is really about like breaking out of that. So when I was going through some final thoughts, you know, thinking of what are some final thoughts for this, I just recognized, like, yes, everything can be about this type of ritual, this sex magic, you know, it's a way of life, actually, getting intentional, aligning everything with that intention, creating the life that we truly want. You know, we weren't taught this. It's just, we just weren't taught about getting intentional and aligning with what we wanted. We aligned with what everybody else told us we should have or should want, you know. And so now it's kind of an undoing of that and a reframing, a figuring it out, a reevaluating and adjusting. So I just wanted to bring that in, if that's of interest to you, if you recognize that you're just way out of alignment and want to reorganize and restructure your life to be something that really does light you up and that really inspires you, and to create those relationships, to transform those relationships you already have into something that's very nourishing and supportive of you, and that you're going to have fun in, and just passion and inspiration, creativity. I've seen people go through this program deeply transform their relationships, you know, deeply transform them to something that's nourishing and fun and inspiring and creative for both people involved, for both parties, you know, or align with new relationships that are healthy and are inspiring. You know, once you change your frequency, you start magnetizing other frequencies that align with that to match you where you're at, and the old stuff that doesn't match falls away. So deeply transformative, body, mind, and spirit. I just can't say enough good things about this. So if you're interested in getting very intentional about your life and really creating the life that's going to be nourishing and inspiring and creative and passionate for you, you know, please check out that program, the 12-week intensive. Links down below. And new cohort starts in June, and we have some lovely gentlemen enrolled in that, and it's going to be quite magical. I'm very excited. And if you missed the June 2024 cohort, check my website for when the next one is starting, because this is an ongoing thing. So thank you so much for being here. And the other a big piece of that, when I checked in with my guides, they were like, yeah, your energy body, it's aligning your energy body, just as we spoke about throughout this ritual teaching, the energy that you intentionally harness so much and supercharge. You know, this program really supercharges your energy body as well, because we're clearing out so much. We're clearing out all of this old, stuck, stagnant, blocked energy, all the old belief systems, all mental thought patterns that have just kept you spinning in unhealthy relationship patterns, unhealthy ways of being, and just like old story, you know, that's not serving you. So that gets cleared out, and you come through the program with a whole new energy body. So a whole new understandings and belief systems and ways of relating to the world that really deeply change your lived experience. So, but don't take my word for it. Check out the testimonials page on my website, and then I can't wait to hear what your thoughts are as you go through the program. So if this speaks to you, do feel free to check out that page. And yeah, and then of course we have the pilgrimage to India coming up as well. So check that out, because it's going to be all about this as well. So everything's about supporting that, supporting you to get more in alignment with the life you truly want to live. And that really is going to light you up and really support you in your passion and your creativity and your inspiration. And love, 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 always about love. So let's see, was there anything else I wanted to add to this? Feel free to reach out when you'd like to schedule a sacred sexuality ritual session with me, and we can deep dive into this beautiful sex magic ritual as well. Yeah, and I think that's it. So thank you so much for being here. Please like, comment, and subscribe so it gets us out to more people, catches the algorithm, and start sharing it with more people so we can all evolve on this path of sacred sexuality and wake up to a new consciousness regarding our sexual energy, so we can really cherish and celebrate and just start owning it and rocking it out. So thank you again for being here. I am so grateful for your presence, and I look forward to connecting with you further. Bye all.